Without further ado, let's get started standing at the top of the mat. All right, starting in what's called mountain pose Tadasana. Your feet are going to be right underneath your hips, and make sure your toes are pointing forward and level, parallel. And then standing up tall, stacking the joints, feel the shoulders come back a little over the hips and your head comes back ever so slightly. Pulling the belly in just a little bit, maybe 20%, like you got a pair of jeans you can't quite get on, right? But you're just pulling them in just enough to get the zipper on. Relax your shoulders and relax your arms. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, but pull the belly in a little stronger. Forward fold, bend your knees, bring the hands down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back, pull the belly button in strong. Forward fold and relax your neck. Rise to stand, use strong legs and core, reach the arms up, pull the belly in strong. Forward fold and relax your neck. Inhale, lengthening the spine only halfway. Belly in, feel flat back occur. Hands will come next to your feet, step back to plank pose. Tighten the thighs and squeeze the glutes, tucking the tailbone under. Press strong into the arms. Back of the head lifting towards the ceiling, creating a straight line. Notice the shake and the quiver. For 3, 2, child's pose. Come down to your knees. Sit your hips back towards your heels. And rest your head. Make your way to hands and knees, tabletop position as we transition into cat and cow, moving the spine. Relax the belly, take the gaze forward, creating a back bend or an extension. And then rounding the spine, pull the belly in, chin will come towards your chest. Inhale, looking forward, relax the stomach. And then exhale, pull the belly in strong. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine. Downward facing dog. Curl and lift those hips up high. You're going to ripple the spine forward to plank. So lift the heels high. Pull the belly button in and rounding through the spine, shift forward to plank pose. Lower down to the belly. You can come down to the knees. Come all the way down, slow and control. Low cobra, bring your toes and heels to touch. Lift just your head and your shoulders using back strength for a little baby low. Lower the head back down. Press yourself into plank. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, pressing the hips up and back, and on your exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need. Inhale, lengthen to flat back. Forward fold, relax. Rise to stand, reach the arms to the sky. Forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, low plank, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Walk your hands backwards to your feet. You're going to keep your feet apart and your knees apart. Sit into chair. Low those hips. Reach the arms forward. We're going to take the arms from a forward position and then up over towards the ears, up towards the ceiling as high as you can, and then bring it back to a forward position. Here we go. Push 1. Push 2. Push 3. Push forward, one more, push it 5, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Walk the hands forward to plank. Pull your right knee into your chest really tight. Lower the right knee down onto the mat underneath your hip. Bird dog, lift the left leg. Right arm, reach, balance. Down dog. Shift forward to plank. Left knee comes into the chest, really tight. Lower the left knee down underneath your hips, bird dog. Right leg will lift, left arm reach. Down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Bring your toes to touch, knees squeeze in tight, Utkatasana chair pose. Hands are gonna come to heart center and we're gonna do a little chair twist. So you're gonna just turn to the right, bring the left elbow, tap the knees, and then come back to center and twist to the left. Tap the right elbow and come back. Turn to the right, tap. Belly in, come back to center and twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. One more set, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, stand all the way up, reach the arms up, say, yeah. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. We're gonna take a side bend. Reaching over to the right, hips move to the left. Come back to center, side bend. To the left, hips move to the right. Coming back to center, take a deep breath in, reach the arms, pop back of the hands to the ceiling, forward fold, hands come down to the mat. Walk the hands forward to plank pose. We're gonna flow through a vinyasa. Take a deep breath in on your exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Cobra, inhale, down dog, exhale. Walk your feet forward, rise to stand, and grab your blocks if you need them for lunges. I'm going to show you with the blocks. These are optional. These are really cute blocks, by the way. I'm borrowing these. Are little mousies on them. So cute. All right, you're going to put the blocks next to your feet. You're going to bend the knees. You're going to place one foot back to a deep lunge. You want to try to get your hips low so you're getting a good stretch and strengthen. And then step forward, change legs. Keep the knees bent. Step forward, change legs. Step forward, change legs. Long neck. You can also do this with the blocks down or no blocks whatsoever. That means you just got to bend the knees a little bit more. Makes it a little bit more challenging. You got to have stronger and more flexible hips and knees. 4, 3, 2, 1, come to standing, reach the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, palms go up. Side bend to the right. Coming back to center, side bend to the left. Coming back to center, take a deep breath in, forward fold, exhale, move the blocks out of the way. Step back to plank pose, lower down to the belly, Superman. Reach the arms out in front of you, lift the legs, lift the arms. We're gonna swim, so we're gonna swan dive, bringing the arms back. You're gonna bend at the elbows, reach forward, breaststroke. Sweeping the arms back, lift higher, bend at the elbows, reach it forward. Swim, that means you gotta go over your blocks, guys, right? No knocking down your blocks, you gotta really lift high and swim. Breathing where you need to breathe. Last one, child's pose. Take a side stretch here. So lift your head and walk your hands over to the right. I want you to straighten your left arm, but you're kind of pulling your left hip away. So you really feel a good stretch through the left ribs and through the left shoulder, maybe even in the lower left back. And then change, other side. Reaching now to the left side, but the right arm really straight and long. But pulling your hips away. Make your way back to hands and knees. We're going to do 3 hip circles on each one, on each leg. So from hands and knees, you're going to extend your right leg behind you, but keep it bent. So lifting up behind, then bring it out to the side for higher fire hydrant, and then lower down. Okay, that's it. 1, lift out to the side, lower 2. One more time, lift out to the side, lower 3. Other side. Left leg lift, out to the side, lower 1. Lift, circling, out to the side, lower 2. And last one, lift, side, and 3. Down dog. Right leg will lift high, stack your hip, really open up the hip towards the side wall and bend your right knee. Bring your heel towards your hips. Feel your shoulders stay parallel, however. Step forward, warrior 1. Your back heel will spin down to a 45-degree angle. Heel down in the back leg straight, front leg bent. Interlace the fingers, take the palms up. Side bend to the right, ever so slightly. Holding a balance here. For 3, 2. Coming back to center, turn the palms the other way, palms down towards your head. We're going to bring the hands down to the mat and bring into a standing split. So hands come down nice and slow. Left leg is going to come up high, balancing just on your right foot with your fingers down. Now, if you need your blocks underneath your hands, I get it. Your right leg can be slightly bent. For 3, 2, yoga squat, malasana sit. So step down, bring your toes open and bend your knees down as low as you can go. Hands will come into prayer, heart center. Now, ideally your heels will be down, but I understand if you've got very tight Achilles tendons that they may not come down. Nice wide knees, lengthen through the spine. Going to rise the stance. So strong legs, push yourself all the way up, reach up, turn the toes forward, forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, let's flow through a vinyasa, chaturanga dadasana, low plank, you can modify on the knees. Cobra, down dog, exhale. Left leg will lift up high, bending the knee, creating a twist, a little stretch through that left thigh. Knee as high up towards the ceiling as you can go. Step forward to warrior 1. Your back heel is down, but your toes pointing towards the right front corner of the room. Interlace the fingers, palms go up, reach up. I'm going to take a side bend to the left, ever so slow and carefully. Yes. Strengthening and stretching. Coming back to center, turn the palms the other way, and then hands will come down to the mat for standing split. Right leg is going to lift up off the floor, starting to work towards a balance, feeling the strength of the leg and the hip. Malasana squat, yogi will sit down. Hands to heart center. You're gonna rise to stand. Push yourself all the way up, strong legs, strong glutes, reach the arms up, turn the toes forward, forward fold, exhale. Step back to plank pose, and we're gonna move into a side plank. Spinning your heels over to the right, left arm will come into the air. You can modify by bringing a knee down or coming onto a forearm. And then slowly switching to the other side, coming through plank, spinning the heels, and then maybe, just maybe, that right arm will come up. Coming back to center, lower down to the belly all the way. Swimming again, here we go, breaststroke, reaching the arms forward, lifting up, sweep the arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades, bend at the elbows, reaching forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathing, swimming, feeling the back body work, strengthening those muscles of the spine, lower back, glutes, hamstrings, upper body, back of the neck, shoulder blade work. One more time. Child's pose. All right, you're gonna need your ball. We're gonna come to hands and knees. We're gonna do bird dog. However, the ball is gonna be underneath your hand. So you're gonna start with the underneath the left hand, arm will be straight. I'm gently gonna press down into the ball, okay? The right leg is gonna be my lifting leg, just like a traditional bird dog. Right leg lift, left arm, instead of the left arm lifting, we are pushing. I'm trying to use my core and my arm a little bit, about 20% of my push, belly strong and hold, okay? Here we go, holding it out for 10, 9, push down on the ball, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the ball, so grab it, lift it. Bend your right knee out to fire hydrant. Oh man. 10, fire hydrant. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're gonna switch to the other side. Bird dog. So right arm comes out straight. You're gonna gently press down into the ball. Left leg, lifting up. Holding this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, grab your ball, lift. Knee comes out to fire hydrant. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. A little speed up there at the end, right? That doesn't hurt anybody. All right, come onto your back. Going to move into a bridge. You're going to use your ball in your hands. So ball straight up. We're going to press the lower back, lifting pelvic tilt. Hips come to a bridge. You're going to hold the hips up and slowly bring the ball up over the head, tapping it to the floor, creating a stretch to the shoulder, mobility, and then bringing it back up. The hips just stay up. All right, here we go. Over the head and back up. And over the head and back up. And over the head, back up. And one more time, over the head and back up. Lower down, bring the knees in. You're gonna place the ball between your ankles. You're going to roll the ball so that the right leg is in front. Now, if you don't have a ball at home, you're just going to crisscross the right leg over the left. You're going to lift your head, lift your shoulders, reaching forward. You're going to lower the legs, keeping them in this position. We'll cross-legged action. Lower the legs to your level of hover. Maybe it's only part way down. Maybe it goes all the way. Lift it up. We have 5 of these. Inhale, steady ball. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Let your head rest. Roll the ball to the other side. Cross legs. Fix the ball if you need it. Lift your head and shoulders. And we lower. Exhale, lift it 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Nice job. Remove your ball. Bend your knees. You're going to lift your hips up and put the ball underneath your bum. All right, both legs go straight up into the air. We're going to think splits. So you're going to bring the right leg forward, left leg's going to come down towards the mat, split. And then switch, coming through center. Try to be as steady as you can on your ball. Left leg comes forward towards your face, right leg split. Switch. Nice, slow, continuing with the splitting action. Hamstring stretch, hip mobility, some core work because you have to keep your pelvic tilt, right? Don't let your back bend arch. No arching, keeping it tucking. Keep working the stomach, keep working these hips, go as low as you can. Maybe even tap the foot down to the floor. Really getting into the hip flexors here. Going a little bit further past, straight. When you finished your set evenly, you'll meet us back at center. All right, we're going to take little circles. So you're going to take both feet out to the side a little bit and circle. Little circles. Both legs at the same time, making a little tiny circle. Now reverse the circle, opposite direction, both legs moving, circling. And kind of notice if you feel like you're kind of dropping off to one side. See if you can kind of correct that. Every time I kind of do it, I feel like I drop a little bit over to my right side. Maybe you're dropping to your left side. But see if you can stay as steady and in the center of the ball as you can. And relax, bend the knees into the chest. Feet come down to the mat. Lift your hips up, remove the ball. Pull the knees into your chest. We're gonna rock and roll and come up into Navasana boat pose. And then we'll do it again. Rock and roll. And come up into your boat pose. Navasana. Rock and roll. And boat pose. Rock and roll. And boat pose. One more time, rock and roll. Grab a hold of your feet or toes, lengthen through the spine and extend the legs out. Now maybe they stay bent, maybe it's more like a happy baby, as long as your back stays straight. So don't compromise by rounding the back to get the legs straight. Keep the back straight, legs will straighten as they need. Baddha Konasana, slowly bring the heels and the feet together and then lower them down and forward over the legs. Roll back up, hit a down dog, bringing the feet behind you. Take your light weights. If your light weights are not at the top of the mat, take them to the top, please. Right. Firm down dog. Right leg lifting high, bending the knee, stacking the hip, create the giant stretch through the hips. We're going to step forward between the hands, keep the back heel lifted into a lunge. Here's where you're going to need your weights. Grab a hold. You're going to rise all the way up to crescent. Back leg is straight and strong, and your inner thighs zip up. Bring the weights straight forward. Going to bring the left arm behind you, opening very slowly into a twist. Bring the left arm back forward. Arms come up over the head. Cactus the arms, bending at the elbows. Going to launch into swan or airplane. So hinge forward, arms come out to the side or slightly back by your hips, and lift your left leg. Rise, standing leg raise, bring the arms up over the head, left leg will come up into the air. And then Malasana squat. You're going to step down, widen your stance, bring the weights to the shoulders, and we're going to come all the way down, slow and control like an elevator. Place the weights down onto the floor, flow through vinyasa, stepping back to plank pose. Inhale, chaturanga, exhale, cobra, inhale, down dog, exhale, left leg, lifting high, bending the knee, stacking the hip. Step forward between the hands. Strong back leg, inner thigh squeeze, grab your weights, and we're gonna come up, crescent. Arms are gonna reach forward, straight out in front of your chest. From here, right arm slowly is gonna open, right arm opening out to the side. Coming back to center, arms will come up over the head. Bending the elbows to cactus. Hands will come out to the side as you hinge forward or back by your hips. Lift into your airplane, warrior three. Rise, standing leg raise. Bring that right leg up. Arms come up. Malasana squat. Stepping down, turn the toes out. Arms come down to the shoulders, and let's go down. Hands come down. Another flow. Here we go. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Cobra. Down dog. Yeah. Woo. Right leg lifted. Bending the knee, stacking the hips. Step forward between the hands. Crescent. Grab your weights. Reach them forward. Now this time, we're going to turn and twist. So the first time we did it, we did the left arm. This time we're going to take the right arm and going into a crescent twist. Right arm opens behind you. So you're turning towards your right leg. Yes. Coming back to center. Arms come up. Strong core. Cactus the arms. Lean forward, fly. Airplane, left leg lifting high. Balancing. Rise to standing leg raise. Reach the weights up over the head. Left leg comes high. Malasana squat, eccentric style. So we're going down this time instead of up. Here we go. Nice job. And let's go. Flow through a vinyasa, or you can step to down dog if you're tired. But see what you can do. Where's your edge today? Cobra. Down dog. Left leg, lifting it up, bending the knee, stacking the hip. Inhale. Stepping forward. Exhale. Pressing. Grab your weights. Rise up. Arms come forward. Okay, we're going to do the twist. So we're going to turn to the left. Left arm comes behind. Bringing it back forward, nice and slow control. Arms slow, up. Woohoo. Nice job. Bend the elbows. And then fly, hinging forward. Right leg lifting, balancing. Teeter-totter into a T for Tom best you can. Slowly rise. Standing leg raise, arms come up. Right leg lifted high. Malasana squat, yogi sit. And come all the way back down, putting your weights down. Woo. Step back to plank. Side plank. Spinning the heels to the right. Here's where you can take a weight, lift it up into the air. Slowly bring it down and switch. Bring it up. Side plank, weight in the air. Lower it down, come down to the belly. All right, you're gonna grab your weights, gonna bring them behind you, and we are gonna lift into your swan dive. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Nice job. Child's pose. All right, just sit up onto your knees for a moment. You can sit up on the back of the heels like this to stretch your feet, or wherever you need to sit. I want you to watch this next one, okay? So we're gonna move into a lunge, but we're gonna bring both hands inside the right leg. You're gonna lift that back knee up. We're going to twist. We're gonna bring the right arm up. This is twisted dragonfly, as you may know it in yoga. But then we're gonna bend the elbow. We're gonna bring the shoulder as low and inside the right leg as you can go. Almost as if you're going to try to get the hand around, okay? And then we're going to come back up and twist. Now, if you need block, you can put a block underneath your left hand to help lift you up a little bit. You can also do this down on your knee if you don't have the strength in your glute. But the idea is that we're in full lunge. We're going to twist. You want your stance fairly wide because you need to be able to get down as low as possible, okay? We'll do 4 on each side. All right, start with your right foot forward. Back leg lifted. Your right arm's gonna reach up and twist. So twisted dragonfly. Right arm up. Now you wanna make sure there's plenty of space. I see some of you guys have not enough space between your left hand and your right foot. So come down for a minute. You gotta move your right foot further out or your left hand further out. You need a lot of space between your foot and your hand here in the front. From here, you're gonna bend the elbow, bring the hand behind the head, and then lower down. Get the shoulder as low down into inside of the knee, touch the shoulder to the leg. And then inhale, reach it back up. Twist. Here we go. Yes. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Lower your back knee down and come up to kneeling. From here, we're going to shift the hips forward, getting a hip flexor stretch. Squeeze your left glute and shift the hips forward. Now, I like to put my hands down. I feel like it's just better for me. I like to have the hands down, chest up. I've got the support of the blocks. I don't feel like there's so much pressure on my back knee or on my hip here. And then sitting the hips backwards, we're going to do a forward fold over the front leg. This might be called runner's stretch. You might know this to be, or half split. You're folding over the right leg. You can bring the hips all the way down to the heel if you like that variation. Just depends on your knees if you have good ones or not. And then come back up. We're going to switch to the other side. All right, so switching legs, you're going to put the left leg out in front, nice and wide. Your right hand either on the block or on the mat. Make sure there's plenty of room between your right hand and this left foot. Okay, you got to be able to get both hands in between here. Curl the back toe, lift that back knee, tighten the thighs, tighten the glutes, tighten the inner thighs, and then reach. Reaching up, twisting up, bend the elbow, hand comes to the back of the head, and then twist down. Get the shoulder way down low, like you're gonna try to get underneath. That's it. And then inhale, reach it back up and twist it down low. Inhale, reach. For you golfers out here, this is the go-to right here. This is it. 3, I try to do something for everybody. And 4, nice. Coming down to your knee. Rise up. You're gonna squeeze your glute, make your stance comfortable. Hips come forward. Chest up, best you got. And then from here, you're gonna sit back, runner stretch or half split, folding over your left leg. Really no right or wrong here. Some people ask, am I toe down or toe up? I always start with the toe down because it actually makes it easier. It's not as tight in the hamstring. As soon as you pull the toe up towards the ceiling, oh, hello, it speaks to you pretty quickly. And then release. Come into child's pose. And then onto your belly for floor bow. So all the way down. I like to start propped up. We're going to just do kind of half and half to begin before we do the full one. So you're just going to bend your right knee. And you're going to reach back and just grab a hold of your right foot. Walk your fingers down to the ankle bone and then flex your foot. From here, you're going to lower down. We're just doing one side at a time. And then we'll do the full thing. And we'll go full-fledged boat, man. Shoulders can be down and relaxed. Just trying to get a little stretch in the front hamstring, or the front quad, sorry. Being ill, you have no idea what you're saying or what you're doing. Like, what am I doing? I don't know. And release. And then prop yourself back up so it's easier to turn and reach back, grab that foot, and then walk it down, flex the foot, and then lower yourself so you feel a good stretch in the front thigh. A little quad stretch. And release. I'm going to invite you to try to get both your feet at the same time. So it's going to look a little bit like swan dive. So we've been working on this for, the last 40 minutes now. So you're going to lift everything up, bend the knee, see if you can grab the feet at the same time, and then flex them, and then kick back and up. Yes, not easy. And then slowly release. Child's pose, but bring your knees together. This way, what we're going to do is we're rounding the spine now. That's going to create like a little pillow or bolster for your abdomen to rest on, creating a roundness in the spine. Pull your forehead as close to your knees as you can go. Pull the belly button in. Pigeon is up next. There's always the option to come onto your back, but we'll go ahead and do it from down dog. Coming onto hands and knees, curl your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Right leg's gonna lift And then bring it forward, bring the knee as close to that right hand as you can go. And then you're going to slide back, getting your entire right butt cheek down on the floor. From there, you're going to sit up tall first, and then forward down, onto the forearms. Folding over the leg best you can. If you get a cramp in your foot, come out and come onto your back, straighten out the leg. You got to get rid of that. And then slowly lift your head up, walk your hands back, curl the toe under, down dog, lift up, strong core, hips come high. Left leg, lift, and then bring that left leg as close to your left hand and wrist as you can. And then kind of walk and slide your right leg back so that you can get your left butt down on the ground. And then sitting up tall. And then making your way down all the way onto the forearms. Getting a deep stretch in the glute. And then slowly lift your head back up. Downward facing dog, curl the toe under, use your strength, push, lift it up. Walk your feet forward. You're gonna stay in ragdoll. So bend your knees a little bit and forward fold. Slowly make your way to seated. You can just bend the knees or cross at the ankles or come back down to a knee. Do it the way you need to do it. And we're gonna roll down to a count of 10. So I want you to extend your feet out till they're almost straight, because by the time you get down, I want you in a straight body, okay? So sitting up tall to begin, you're gonna round the spine, creating a C curve, and then nice and slow 10 count. 10, 9, 8, lengthening out the legs, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Coming all the way down. Relax the body completely. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. And one more time, deep breath in and exhale out. Creating any movements you need so you can really relax into the space, maybe widening the legs a little bit, keeping the shoulders away from the ears best you can, allowing the arms to relax and fall open. Softening the gaze or closing your eyes. Just take notice of what is going on in your body. Maybe the shifts and the changes that you made by doing something very intense. And then notice what's going on in your mind. Relax your jaw and separate your lips. In yoga, sometimes we're looking for answers. Sometimes we find them right here, right now. After we've exhausted the body, But that's the only place you really should look, is within yourself. That's where the strength is, the courage. No one else can give that to you or take it away. Creating small movements with your fingers and your toes, circling out the wrists, flexing the feet, activating the legs and glutes. Reach the arms up overhead, full body stretch. And then release the arms back down. Strong core as you bend your knees one at a time to place the feet back up onto the mat. A little bridge, lift your hips up a little bit, squeeze your glutes, reactivating, resetting the sacrum, and then lowering back down. Draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms over your legs, and feel your spine come flat on the mat. Slowly making your way up to seated, whether you prefer to roll over onto a side or just rock and roll into boat pose again. Why not? By gosh, we could do